Hello, my name is Caitlin Kilburn, and today I'll be discussing my findings from my interview with Wendy Kilburn regarding her literacy history. For some background, Miss Wendy Kilburn is a white female from Temple, Texas, and during the course of our interview, she pointed out three main sponsors of literacy, as Deborah Brandt would describe them, and discussed how they impacted her journey her literacy journey. Mrs. Kilburn's three sponsors of literacy were her grandmother, her father, and the public school system. Before she began her formal schooling, her grandmother was the one who would read to her often. We didn't discuss what exactly she read, but it was done often enough that this is the main memory that Mrs. Kilburn has of anyone reading to her. Her grandmother was also an ardent writer, writing down anything and everything from recipes to prayers to home addresses and everything in between. Anything that could be deemed important for spiritual growth, for business, for the household. And her father, who was an independent paint contractor, would often write up bids for his clients, which Miss Kilburn saw him do often. This translates to today, Miss Kilburn's motivations behind a lot of her writing. She does it for business, she does it to school other people, and to keep important information close to her. She learned these both from her grandmother and her father, and then later the public school system. Now, her tools for exercising these forms of literacy largely come from the public schooling system, especially her computer use. She started gaining regular access to computers in 7th or 8th grade. She couldn't remember quite when, but at the end of her middle school years, she started learning preliminary coding, doing some school assignments on computers in the school's computer labs, and also playing games such as Oregon Trail. Moving into her high school years, she started learning about Microsoft Windows and even getting a home computer for working on assignments, which she used sometimes, but a lot of her assignments were still handwritten as required by most classes and available to most students. Once she got into her undergraduate degree, however, she was able to use the computer daily and typed up assignments, essays, and the like were accepted by professors. How that has affected her today is she tends to use both of these methods for writing and reading. She loves paper books, but she will also read on social media and some ebooks as necessary for things like pleasure, but also online textbooks for her children. She has had some positions where she has needed to take notes, and she's done a mix of handwritten and typed notes. So over the course of her life, she has taken some of the values given to her by her various sponsors of literacy, in particular, the preservation of information, the use of reading and writing for business, and for teaching those younger than her the value and skills associated with reading, writing, typing, and the like. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great day.